What's up guys, and welcome back to Trove on the PlayStation 4, and today we're going to be showing off yet another character class in the game. Now of course the first time we did this was the previous time, and we showed off the character you can see on screen right now, the Shadow Hunter, but I asked you guys what you would want to see next, and a lot of you let me know what you'd want to see, a lot of varying answers, because there's just a lot of classes, but we decided to go ahead and go with the Neon Ninja. Now the Neon Ninja, elusive and deadly, the Neon Ninja slices and dices enemies when they least expect it, backflip into stealth and surprise their enemies with thrown shurikens and then obliterate them with the forbidden final technique. It's a very, very cool class, and honestly a whole lot easier to level up. I'm just now realizing how silly he looks, but a whole lot easier to level up than the Shadow Hunter so far. I got level 10, I just got this character earlier today. I wasn't planning on making the video today, but I was like, whoa, I got level 10 so early. That's sort of my threshold. Once I hit level 10, that's usually when I go ahead and just make the video on it. So I'm actually really enjoying this class so far. A lot of people say it's just easy to pick up and ready to go. So if you are newer to Trove, maybe it's something I suggest. The big thing about him is that he is melee, or she, depending on what kind of character you're playing. Of course, that's up to you. But the character Neon Ninja is melee, so with the Shadow Hunter, the only other character I've really played in Trove, the tough part was that it was ranged, especially on a controller. So if you are just playing on PS4 or Xbox One and you want an easier experience, I think the Neon Ninja might be your way to go. So of course, he has three main abilities. He has his L2 move, which basically makes the Neon Ninja do a backflip, and you can see it leaves like a little thing there. And now I've noticed that this does damage. It doesn't really mention it on Trove's official class page, but I think it actually does a little bit of damage. Like it's sort of, like there's a little bit of explosion. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but it'll do a bit of a backflip and you can move ever so slightly faster, and they'll sort of still attack that little shadow of you while that's happening. You can tell it also takes a very little mana, so you could actually do it quite a lot, just in case, you know, there are a lot of enemies giving you trouble. The second move he has here is his R1 move, where boom, he can dash. And you can see it sort of shows a marking on these cubes here, the ground, how far he's dashed. And if you go through somebody with that, they'll actually be, what is the word for it? They are rooted. And when they're rooted, I believe they just can't move. So you could root them, turn back, start slicing and dicing them, and you can hit a good range of people with this blade, so it's pretty darn cool. And then finally you have the Neon Ninja's ultimate, which is Mark of Death, which is L1. And basically this imbues the Master Ninja's weapon, or not the Master Ninja, but the Neon Ninja with apparently the power of 1,000 fists. I don't know what exactly that means statistically, but it probably gives you a decent damage boost. So I would suggest that probably the best idea is to dodge in with your R1, and then pull out your ultimate, and then just start slicing and dicing them. And if it gets a little too dangerous, you could always just dash through them again and just start backing up, and you're going to be able to get enough space to throw out a few health potions along the way. But now that we've gotten his like a good idea of what he does, why don't we go ahead and put it into action here? This is a weird spawn, look at this. All right, so this one looks like it's the one that isn't done, so let's go ahead and check out this dungeon. I am in a lower level just so I can, you know, do stuff solo without having to worry about it. But while we're doing this, I did want to give a bit of an update, and that is about the Zebra Herd Club. Now, one thing I did not realize about the console version of Trove, and maybe this is the same thing with the PC version, but I did run into issues with it there, and I cannot actually add somebody into the club if they're not online, which is sort of like a big oversight, especially for a console. Like, I just feel like that's a really big issue, especially since you usually can just invite people anytime. Am I at the wrong place here? Oh, or maybe you're the boss. Okay, probably are. So let's go ahead and dodge through like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and press L1, use this ultimate. We're all out of mana, but that's fine. I am destroying you, and you are done. There we go, and we'll definitely try to go into some harder areas later in the video. But yeah, I cannot anybody who's not online. Oddly enough as well, after some time of being offline, say I did invite you to the club, if you are offline for a good amount of time, it seems to like remove you from the club. I don't know why that is, but some people have been removed just by the game itself. So if that's happening to you, it's not me removing you, it's the game just doing it. So this game, maybe it's because it's still in beta, seems to have some really weird issues with the club. Don't worry though, because I still will be inviting people when I can. There were a few people following me around earlier that were a part of the Zebra Herd that I invited, so hopefully soon, you know, they'll sort of fix it and it'll be big and thriving again. Just so you know though, if you're a part of the club and you got removed, it wasn't me, you know, removing you, it was the game. But with that being said, if I haven't added you yet, it's probably because we haven't been online at the same time. I've tried to find time to play this game, but obviously making videos takes up a lot of time. but we're gonna go ahead and take care of another one of these. I really like this class though, because it's fun also teaming up with people, especially like, I wanna see what this is like teaming up with other, classes like, like a Shadow Hunter, because I think it would be really good for the Shadow Hunter to stun them. Like, and if I charge through here, you can see they're sort of stuck, which is really great for the Shadow Hunter, because then he can just sort of aim his big moves really, really easily. I think the Shadow Hunter Neon Ninja combo would be really great. But I do plan on getting another class key soon. Now, I think the only other way I can get a class key at this point is that you get a free one from buying something from the store, which is something I planned on doing just because of the fact that, what's it called? There were a few things I wanted to show off. First, there's a beta exclusive dragon. I think the beta is actually in the PC version, but it was available for a different reason. But the beta you see in the PS4 version and the Xbox one, you can only get it, and I'll show it off in the store later, and you can only get it by actually purchasing things in the store. So I have a few Trove videos I wanted to do, one showing off that dragon, and then another one showing off another class, whichever one you guys request, and how I can do that is, of course, through the, class key you get. You get like a free class key for your first purchase, like real life purchase in the store, so I definitely wanna give that a shot, but these kind are always easy. But it's really easy crowd control with this guy. And that's sort of the hard thing, is that Shadow Hunter was super tough to level on your own solo, because once you got your initial shots out, if that didn't take care of the enemies, you were sort of in this stuck place where you had to run around until your mana was back up to do it again. But I'm not really having that issue with this guy because he has really good crowd control, just, thoroughly, like throughout all of it, he can just sort of dodge everybody's movements and then also be able to do damage to them. And it's not as a difficult thing as Shadow Hunter was. Shadow Hunter took me a day or two to get level 10, but here with Neon Ninja, I can easily get it with just, not even a full day's of work. Okay, I'm going way too high for this. Let's go ahead, and we're level 10 right now. So we could go into Uber 1. I actually haven't been to Uber with this class yet, so it might work out well, it might not, I'm not really sure. We'll give it a shot though, and see how it works. And also, today is, what is today in the welcome? Like the double? I think today is the ore. Let's check this out really quick, if it'll let me, there you go. So it's Tuesday, so plus 50% for ore, and if we are Patreon plus 100%. So I have been earning up some good amount of ore. I've been really on the grind today. I mean, this is my first time playing in about a week, so I definitely tried to make some good progress where I could, but this video has to go up today, so that might not always, be the case, but it looks like there is a big old dungeon over here, so we're gonna go ahead and check that one out, a large dungeon. It's a pirate one, so usually those aren't too bad. And it's also just way easier to move around with him because you can also just sort of do this and just move super duper quickly. So if I just had to quickly move over to like the next area and like I know what I'm doing, it's really not that hard to do that kind of stuff. So like if you're looking for really good mobility to run from dungeon to dungeon, get it done as soon as possible, there's a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, let's dodge for you guys and then just start destroying it. Start destroying it. Oh, potions. There you go. So I'm gonna throw out my L-tune. And I guess it didn't do any damage then. Okay, so maybe I was wrong with that. But sometimes I feel like I saw a little explosion in damage, but that might actually be the server catching up a little bit. Okay, let's stun you like that. And then they're all probably gonna come on over here and do that. So I'm gonna use another potion. It's hard to do this all on your own when it's like the level. I've noticed that if you match the level of the server you're on, so like, Uber 1 is like 10 to a 13 or something, I've noticed it's just so much harder to stay alive when you're soloing it. You really wanna team up with friends, which is why I'm online on PSN right now, but it's also like sort of school time. I think most people are going back from winter break, so a lot of people just aren't, online at this time, they're all at school. But let's see. Trying to look for more to do in this mega dungeon. Looks like there is more still to do over here. Ooh, what's in here? I have found a secret. I'm going to find out what's in here. Is there a boss? There is, okay. The pirate captain it is. Oh geez, wow, that hurt. Okay, I need more potions for this. Oh gosh, all of my regret. I know I need to upgrade potions soon. I haven't really looked into it because you can upgrade your potions. I just don't really know which ones I should upgrade to, which ones are worth the money, so I'm probably gonna die. Yep, all right. So Uber 1's a little too difficult for me at level 10, but when it comes to some of the smaller levels, like if I was in the previous area, like I can just sort of go through it really quickly. Like, what is this? This is a hub. Okay, I thought this was maybe the previous one. That would have been nice and easy for me. But you guys get the idea. Super nice class, easy to level, really easy to level. And because of that, I got a few levels of mastery just right out of the bat. So if you're looking for a quick start for a class, I would suggest this guy, but I mean, at the same time, there are a ton of classes in this game, so it's really hard to say which one's better than the other when I've only tried 2 of them, but I'm happy with my choice of picking this guy up with my class key. I don't really see too much of an issue with him. He's quick, but he's also a melee character, and he can move around super fast, and I'm sure if you get really good with him, you can get some dungeon done super fast. I know there was a Zebra Herd viewer joining me earlier today, and he was also a Neon Ninja. And we were just destroying dungeons, just me and him. We went like a couple levels worth of just destroying dungeons for like 20 or 30 minutes. It was really, really good. So thank you to whoever joined me there. But with that being said, I did also want to talk a little bit about what I was talking about earlier. If we go to the shop or the store here, and with the store, like I said, there's lots of stuff to buy here, and this is where I plan on showing off some videos. This is a beta bonus dragon, which is limited time. It unlocks a ferocious and free Dizzion the Immortal Dragon. I wanna make a video showing this guy off, because I think I wanted to either get the Essentials Pack or the Dark Dungeoneer. I think the Essentials Pack. I wanted to make a video on this as well to show off what you get in it, because it seems like a pretty cool one to get out of all of them. Like, it just sort of seems like very worth the money, but I might go with the Dark Dungeoneer. If there's any like thing you wanna see shown off that you haven't seen anywhere else on YouTube, let me know and I'll definitely look into it. Like if there's a certain pack you wanna see if it's worth the money or not. And you also get a free class unlock the first time you buy something in the store, so I'm definitely looking into that. And then there's whole, like I feel like I should make a video on the Patreon stuff as well. Like I wanna try being a Patreon and seeing if that's worth the money and make a video review on that. Like there's a lot of cool stuff to do in Trove and I definitely wanna do it, but that is really the essential idea of the Neon Ninja and some other stuff I wanna do. So feel free to let me know your thoughts on the Neon Ninja if you've played them yourself, and let me know what other classes you'd like to show, would like me to show off soon. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, share it with your friends and family, and of course, comment in the comment section below. If you watched this point in the video, make sure you comment Neon Zebra so I know you've watched the end of the video and that you are a Zebratastic viewer. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.